to answer any questions you may have, any concerns or any observations that you may have that you would like to share with our Islamic scholar. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate our living Imam and to all the mu'mineen, mu'minat around the world, first and foremost on the month of Dhul Hajj, and also in particular on the first of Dhul Hajj, which is the Aqd of Imam Ali alayhi salam and Bibi Fatimah al-Zahra salamullah alayha. Dear viewers, take this opportunity to call in, to text in any questions, any observations, and of course, like always, speak to our Islamic scholar, Syed Muhammad Musawi, who is here for you to answer any questions. Sayyidina Mubarak to you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mubarak to you and your family and all the mu'mineen and their families. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All praise due to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the creator of everything. May Allah keep all of us always thankful and grateful and obedient to Him, and may His best salutations be on His most humble servants, Muhammad, and his holy progeny, Ahlebait alayhi wassalam. Starting with the first Dhul Hajj. According to the books and many books, the Aqd between Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam and Fatima alayhi salam. It is not only a time of happiness, but also a time of remembering that the followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam should do their best to live their family life happily, always trying to make their family members happy by the nice behavior of everyone. Every man who loves Ali and Fatima alayhim salam, and every woman who loves Ali and Fatima alayhim salam should do their best to make their behavior and akhlaq and manners in the best way, to be really followers of Ali and Fatima alayhim salam. We cannot claim that we are followers of Amir al-Mu'mineen and lovers of Fatima alayhi salam if our akhlaq are bad. Those people who are short-tempered, those people who can shout at others or be offensive to others, they are in fact very far away from the teachings of Amir al-Mu'mineen and Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam. So I say that we need to remember, while we are enjoying the occasion of Ali and Fatima alayhim salam, to do our best to make our akhlaq as good as we can. It is nice to give a gift for your spouse in this occasion. Make your spouse happy in this occasion. Make your family happy in this occasion. And try to make your akhlaq in the best possible way, which makes you accepted by Imam al-Mahdi ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu al-sharif. This is a reminder for everyone from us, and let us do it for the sake of Ali and Fatima and for the sake of our Imam. I say that I would like to make my akhlaq with my spouse and my members as good as I can for making my Imam happy with me. Of course, when Imam is happy, Allah is happy. This is number one. Number two, we are starting the month of the Hajj. And this is the first month of the Hajj that we are talking to you in the first day of it, because usually every year we are not in London in the first day of the Hajj. Usually we are not in London. But today, because of the sad situation, because of the tragedy that we are suffering from, because of the pandemic, millions of Muslims who have their hearts in Mecca and Medina, but they are unable to reach there. We have nothing to do but only sabr. And we say, oh Allah, forgive our sins. No doubt that when we are deprived from going for Hajj, it is because of our sinful acts. When we are deprived from going to the masjid, deprived from having majlis, deprived from many blessed gatherings, we should not forget that we are sinners. Oh Allah, forgive our sins by Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Oh Allah, grant us from your generosity the reward of Hajj. You know our hearts, how much we love going for Hajj and ziyarat, but unable because of the pandemic. Also, we remember that there is a very simple act that when we do it, we will get the reward of Hajj. The reward of Hajj can be achieved. And number one, 2 rak'at of namaz after Maghrib. In the first rak'at and second rak'at, after Alhamd and Qul huwa Allahu Ahad, ayat of وَوَاعَدْنَا مُوسَى 30 ليلة وأتممناها ب10 فتم ميقات ربه 40 ليلة وقال موسى لأخيه هارون اخلفني في قومي وأصلح ولا تتبع سبيل المفسدين. These 2 rak'at namaz after Maghrib in the first 10 nights of the Hajj, you will get the reward of Hajj. This is number one. Number two, we have got hadith from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam, that from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, that anyone who teaches his children Quran, Allah will grant him the reward of 10,000 Hajj. Teach your children Quran, even one verse of Quran, even one verse. If you teach him one chapter, one surah, that's great. But teach your children anything from Quran, you will get the reward of 10,000 Hajj. May Allah bless you all. Now we are 1 hour to Maghrib. As you know that first day of the Hajj, and every Islamic month, the first day there is a recommended salah, which is salat of the start of the month, 2 rak'ats. In the first rak'at after Alhamd, 30 times Qul huwa Allahu Ahad surah. And in the second rak'at after Alhamd, 30 times surah Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. And after this 2 rak'at namaz, give any sadaqah. You will then buy the safety for you and your family for the whole month, inshallah ta'ala. For our brothers and sisters who are in America and Canada, they have got enough time to do it. And here in UK, we have got just 1 hour. Of course, these 2 rak'at of namaz will not take more than 15 to 20 minutes maximum. May Allah bless you all, and may Allah accept your amal. As you know, these 10 nights, walayal and ashr, are the greatest nights in the whole year after Laylatul Qadr. Greatest night in the whole year after Laylat al-Qadr. Bismillah, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina, for that beautiful opening. As we know, Sayyidina, we have many important dates coming up in Dhul Hajj, which we inshallah will discuss later on. Now, Sayyidina, question here regarding namaz of Jama'ah. By reciting, can the lead imam who is leading the Jama'ah recite a surah looking in the Holy Quran, for example, Surah Al-Jumu'ah, by looking in a book while reciting or leading prayers?
And the answer to this question, the question is it permissible to recite in our salah any surah looking at the Quran or your mobile or whatever, reading from something? Is it permissible? The answer, yes, it is permissible, as far as when you read, you should not do anything which makes you out of namaz. Don't do any movement or anything which makes you as if you are not praying namaz. Just looking does not harm. Yes, it is permissible to look at book or Quran or mobile to recite surah during namaz. Yes, please.
Right. Thank you very much. Sayyidina, how should young teenagers stay away from haram, for example, music? And is there any dua which would help us?
How should the teenagers stay away from haram like music? And is there any dua for that? Before asking about the dua, you should know what is the reason and what is the origin of haram. Why some people listen to music or songs? Why some people look at things which are haram to look at? Why some young people go to websites which are bad to look at? Why some people watch films or videos or clips which are haram? Why? That is the reason. Reason is the evil desire. The evil desire which makes the person loves to do something which is wrong, which is harmful. And sometimes he thinks that it is good for him, especially when he is alone. His dad or his mom are away and he can do whatever he likes. He forgets or she forgets that Allah is watching him. Allah is seeing him. إنني معكما أسمع وأرى. Allah says in Quran, I'm with you. I listen to whatever you say and I see whatever you do. If we remember Allah, then we will be more able to control over our desires. We need to train ourselves to practice controlling over our desires, because those who run after the desire, they head towards hellfire, and they never feel happy in this life. Never. We have not seen in the whole history of human beings even single person who became happy because of running after his desires. Desires like thirst. A person who is very thirsty, drinking the sea water. More he drinks, more he is thirsty. He feels that he has fulfilled his need. Never. So running after the desire is the dangerous attitude which destroys our life, God forbid, here and hereafter. We need to make everyone from our young people to understand this fact, that the way of happiness is by controlling our desires, not being slaves to our desires. Allah created you, oh young person, as a human being, and you are entitled to be like an angel, or even better than angel. Yes, the good person is better than angel, according to what Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali alayhi salam says. He said that Allah created the animals and put in desires without intellect, and created the angels and put on them intellect without desires, and created the human being and put in human being both intellect and desires. So any human being who follows his desires will be worse than an animal, and any human being who follows his intellect and keep his desires under control of his intellect will be better than an angel. We must talk to the young people and explain to them the benefits and damages, and they should usually not do something which causes them damages. About dua, yes, there are many dua. Number one, repeating La ilaha illallah. If you repeat La ilaha illallah and repeat Astaghfirullah and repeat Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad, then shaitan will be away from you. If you want to drive shaitan away from you, keep on repeating La ilaha illallah, Astaghfirullah, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Also, it is very useful to say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, to seek refuge of Allah from shaitan, because all these desires are supported by shaitan. May Allah protect you all and all the mu'mineen and mu'minat, inshallah.
Thank you very much indeed. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Is it correct that before coming to this world, our souls had made a vow and had accepted Islam as a religion, and thus we were born in our respective families?
Yes, it is right. It is correct, because in Quran, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ قَالَ أَلَسْتُ بِرَبِّكُمْ قَالُوا بَلَى. Allah in Quran mentioned that Allah has taken vow from all the creatures? Am I not your Lord? They said, yes, yes. That's why not only Muslims, every human being, wherever he was born, knows in his heart of heart and the instinct that the Creator is one. We call him Allah, in English God, in Hindi Ishwar, in Urdu Khuda, in other languages other names. But every human being knows in his heart that the Creator is one. He is Allah. Yes.
Thank you very
Yes,
much,
please.
Sayyidina.
Next.
Okay, Sayyidina, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
When the head of family, like the husband, goes away to Pakistan during the month of Ramadan, so on Eid day, who has to pay fitrah for the family on Eid day? Is it the elder son or the wife?
Who is responsible to provide the expenses of the family? The head or the wife or the elder son? The person who is responsible to provide the expenses, food and other expenses of the livelihood, is responsible to pay the fitrah for everyone that he is responsible about. Even if
Thank you
he
very
is
much
out
indeed.
of country, he is traveling, no matter whether he is with them or he's traveling, who is responsible? The responsible of the expenses of the livelihood financially is the person who is responsible to pay the fitrah.
Thank
And
you
the
very much
fitrah
indeed.
is on everyone, small, young, everyone. Everyone, even if a child was born and his age is just 1 day or 1 hour, fitrah must be paid for him. Even if the female, the mother, the woman is pregnant, it is recommended to pay fitrah for the child who is still not born. If the woman, Muslim woman, is pregnant, it is recommended to pay fitrah not only for her, but also another fitrah for the baby who is still not born in her own ovary. Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, for the Sunnah namaz of the ziyarat of Imam Hussain, or hadiyah of kids or parents, can we perform these namaz when we recite the Sunnah namaz for Maghrib and Isha? So basically, can we do 2 or more niyas in the Sunnah namaz?
Can we join more than one niyat in Sunnat namaz?
Mhm.
In some Sunnat namaz, yes. In some Sunnat namaz, like Ghufayla. You know, Ghufayla is 2 rakat namaz between Maghrib and Isha. And Ghufayla has a special recitation. After Alhamd, in the first rakat we recite, وَذَنُّونَ إِذْ ذَهَبَ مُغَاضِبًا فَظَنَّ أَن لَّن نَّقْدِرَ عَلَيْهِ فنادى في الظلمات أن لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين فاستجبنا له ونجيناه من الغم وكذلك ننجي المؤمنين. In the first rakat after Alhamd. In the second rakat we read after Alhamd وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو ويعلم ما في البر والبحر وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين. These 2 rak'ats, which are called Ghufayla, are recommended after Maghrib namaz. We have got after Maghrib namaz also nafila of Maghrib, which is 2 rak'ats plus 2 rak'ats. Many of our maraja of taqleed say that Ghufayla can be joined with the nafila. So you pray Ghufayla and 2 rak'ats, then you will get the reward of Ghufayla and full nafila namaz. When you want to recite namaz ziyarat or namaz for walidain, if it is namaz ziyarat, which is after ziyarat or before ziyarat, you can recite it, yes, and give the reward of it to the Imam alayhi salam. You recite your nafila of Maghrib and in your heart that the reward of it is gifted to the Imam. That is like namaz ziyarat. If you want to recite namaz for walidain, recite the nafila and give the reward of it to your parents. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, regarding Barzakh, do you believe in Talaqeen there it has been mentioned that we will be questioned only about our beliefs and not our deeds? Deeds will be judged only on the day of judgment. So before judgment, how can a sinner of deeds will be punished in Barzakh?
There is no doubt that Barzakh is the start of our Akhirat. Akhirat is day of judgment. But Barzakh is an image of what we did in this life. Akhirat will be final results. In Barzakh, the mu'min is happy. The munafiq is unhappy. But the state of Barzakh is changeable. In Barzakh, there are people who suffer, but then after some time, their sufferings will be removed away from them. How? In Barzakh, a person who did not perform his salah, God forbid, fully, he will definitely face calamity when he dies. But if the salah is being performed on his behalf as qada, then if the qada is being performed on his behalf, then the punishment will be removed from him. If a person has taken away the rights of others or did injustice to others, did wrong to others, when he dies, he will face the results of that, the punishment of that. But say, after some time, one of his children grew up and gave back the rights of others and make all people who were victimized by that disease, made them happy, then Allah will remove the punishment from that dead person. Barzakh is not the day of Qiyamah. And the question that no question of A'mal, we say the impact of the A'mal will be there. The details questioning will be in the day of Qiyamah. The details in Quran, Allah says, ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا. This is in the day of Qiyamah. كتابا منشورا. اقرأ كتابك. The book of all our deeds will be given to us in the day of judgment. But Barzakh is the start. No doubt the question will be about our faith. No doubt. Man Rabbuk, Man Nabiyuk, Man Imamuk. Yes. But also the mu'min who did good in his life, his barzakh will be pleasant. It will be, his grave will be like a garden in the paradise. And then non-believer or munafiq or sinner, bad person, the bad person, his grave will be a ditch of hellfire. So it is wrong to think that barzakh has no feeling, like people are just sleeping. No, barzakh has got the happiness for the mu'min and the very difficult situation for the munafiq. And you can see also in Quran. In Quran, Allah mentioned Al Fir'aun. Fir'aun, the tyrant. النار يعرضون عليها غدوا وعشيا. When they died, when Fir'aun died, then he will be exposed to hellfire in the morning and in the evening. غدوا وعشيا. ويوم القيامة, and day of Qiyamah, أدخلوا آل فرعون أشد العذاب. Which means that in the barzakh, the punishment of the kafir will be the beginning of the punishment. In the day of Qiyamah, it will be the full punishment. And same for the mu'min. The mu'min will get the happiness and the pleasure of his good deeds right on his death, when he dies, when he closes his eyes, still on his bed, he will be happy. As Imam Al-Hassan alayhi salam was asked about death, he said, أسعد يوم للمؤمن. Death is the happiest day for the mu'min, for the believer. And death is the most terrible, disastrous day for the bad people. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, do we have to be in a wudu for touching the Quran? Some say you can't touch the Quran, which is in Arabic, but if it is in with English translation, you can touch the Quran. Both, but in Arab countries, people use only Arabic written Quran. So can one touch the Quran without wudu?
Touching the Quran without wudu depends what part of Quran you touch. If you touch only the outer cover or the frame surrounding, no harm. Though it is not good, but not haram. Haram is to touch the Quranic text or Quranic words or Quranic letters without wudu. It is not permissible for anyone to touch Quranic word or text or letters without wudu. But touching the Quran as a book from outside, you don't touch the text, you touch the book. It is not haram.
Thank you very much. Sayyidina, we have a caller with us. Thank you
Yes,
for
please.
waiting. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Brother, please go ahead with your question.
Brother, the question is related to the attack on Fatima Salamullah's house.
Okay.
Just recently, I was watching a talk by a Sunni alim. He did a whole talk just recently about the attack on Fatima Salamullah's house, and to conclude, what he said was that the main narrator, Salim bin Qais, obviously is a liar, and it's proven like from the Shia sources as well. So, like there's a debate about the main narrator, that Salim bin Qais, whether the incident took place or not.
Okay.
Could the Syed please shed some light on this, whether this is true or not?
Thank you very much indeed, brother, for your question. Thank you. Thank you.
My brother, the attack on the house of Fatima was not only narrated by Sulaim bin Qais, though Sulaim bin Qais was one of the really authentic narrators. He had written a book, Kitabu Sulaim, and the book of Sulaim was one of the earliest books in the history of Muslims. But Sulaim bin Qais was not the only narrator. Do you want a narrator accepted by the Sheikh who claimed that it is not authentic? Ask him, what do you think about Abu Bakr himself? Abu Bakr ibn Abi Quhafa, according to you, is authentic or not authentic? Of course, according to you, he is your first caliph of Saqifa. Of course, the real caliph is Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali alayhi salam, no doubt about it, according to what we believe in. But you believe that the first caliph is Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr himself, in Sunni books, he himself said when he was dying that 3 things I have committed in my life, I wish I did not. First, he said, وجدت أني لم أكشف بيت فاطمة ولو أنه أغلق على حرب. I wish that I did not attack the house of Fatima even if it was closed on war against me. What does this mean? If you accept the narration of Abu Bakr, you will know that Abu Bakr himself saying that I wish I did not do that. My respected brother, the attack on Fatima took place, and because of the attack on Fatima alayhi salam, and because of what the Saqifa people did against Fatima, she were angry with them. According to Bukhari, do you want to doubt Bukhari? Your own Bukhari, your own book. You call it Sahih Bukhari. In Sahih Bukhari, that Fatima demanded her right from Abu Bakr and he refused to give her. So she became angry with Abu Bakr and she did not talk to him till she died. Imagine. You know, in Islam, it is haram to boycott talking to any Muslim more than 3 days. In Bukhari itself, the hadith says it is not permissible at all for any Muslim to leave talking to other Muslim for 3 days, for more than 3 days. How come Fatima, who is, according to Bukhari also, Sayyidat Nisa Ahlil Jannah, means the master of all women in the paradise. Fatima is better than every woman in paradise, means better than Maryam, better than Asiya, better than her own mother Khadija alayhi salam. Fatima, the best of all women in the paradise, she left talking to the person of Saqifa till she died. This is in Bukhari also. Tell the Sheikh to go and read more if he wants the truth. If he wants to insist, let him insist on the wrong. We have evidence. Whether you want to accept or to reject, that is for you. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidam. Sayyidam, controversial figure. It's been a good few weeks now in the news regarding Dr. Asif Jalali. how he's come out and said very obviously incorrect things about Bibi Fatima Zahra. I'm not sure if you know about this. Is a Pakistani scholar who's been in the news lately by the name of Dr. Muhammad Asif Jalali, who has come
What did he
out
say?
and he has basically from the news that I've come across that he has said that Billah, that Bibi Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha was wrong in asking for her haq, like Fadak,
Okay.
etc. If Sayyidina, if you haven't been, obviously, if you don't know much about this story, what we
No,
would like to do
but
is.
I mean, I don't worry about the name, who said it, but I just will tell you about the claim. Because the hadith says, لا تنظر إلى من قال وانظر إلى ما قال. Don't worry about who said it. Worry about what was said.
Right,
This
right.
claim that Fatima alayhi salam was not right is not new. Ibn Taymiyyah, the godfather of the Wahhabis, also many, not many, few other enemies of Ahlul Bayt, they also said that Fatima was not right to demand her right from Abu Bakr. We don't expect from the enemies of Ahlul Bayt more than that. Enemies of Ahlul Bayt have not understood Islam, because this man who claimed that Fatima did wrong, he did not read Quran. When Allah said, إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. When Allah has declared in the Quran that Ahlul Bayt are infallible, how come anyone accuses? How can anyone come and accuse Ahlul Bayt that they did wrong? And the Prophet said, which is narrated in Bukhari as well, فاطمة بضعة مني. Fatima is part of me. Anyone who harms her, who annoys her, is annoying me. يرضيني ما يرضيها ويغضبني ما يغضبها. When she is happy, I am happy. When she is angry, I am angry. I am angry. So the answer to anyone who speaks wrong, we give him from Quran and authentic Sunnah. That's it.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, Assalamu alaikum. It is said that Salman was on the 10th level and Abu Dhar on the 9th level of Iman. What was the difference between them and what were the daily actions like?
No doubt, Iman has many levels. Every mu'min in his status of Iman can be up and can be down. You find a mu'min today in a level, say any level, which is better than yesterday. And sometimes we find a mu'min who is today in a less level than yesterday. God forbid. Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam mentioned, من تساوى يوماه فهو مغبون. A person who remains in his level of Iman without any progress, he is not gaining anything. ومن كان يومه أسوأ من أمسه فهو ملعون. A person who is today worse than he was yesterday means he declined. So Iman has got degrees. That's why we always seek from Allah to increase our iman.
No.
The level of iman of Abu Dhar, no doubt, was high, but the level of iman of Salman was higher. Allah knows how Salman could achieve a higher level in iman than Abu Dhar. Both of them are believers, but Salman has got, that's why we have got the prophetic statement, Salmanun minna Ahlul Bayt. Salman is from us, Ahlul Bayt. So, yes, they have two different levels, and we don't know. But we know that more sincerity, more humbleness, more worship, more knowledge, more obedience to Allah makes the level of iman higher, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you very much indeed. So now, some saints, like Buddha, negated existence of God. Why do the
So
Shia,
some
some saints
yes,
like the Buddha, negated existence of God? Why the Shia Marjas and Mujtahids have not been able to prove the Buddha wrong?
we are not responsible to prove anyone wrong. He is responsible to prove himself that he is right. The followers of anyone are responsible to give evidence. Now, when we say that Quran is from Allah, from God, and Muhammad is the last and final and greatest messenger from Allah, we don't say that without proof. We have got millions of proofs, more than millions. Quran itself, in every sentence in Quran, there is a evidence, proof that this is from God. No human being can make like Quran, even a sentence from Quran. This is a living and everlasting evidence. Those who claim that Mr. XYZ is from God, we need evidence. You see, words of wisdom is possible from a lot of people. Many people have written or spoken good words. That does not make them from God. So we are not responsible to prove anyone right or wrong. His followers, we say anyone who believes in the prophets is right. If you can prove that Mr. X believed in the prophets, means Adam, Noah, Abraham, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, of course Muhammad is the greatest, but because some names that you mentioned were born before the prophet, so they should believe in the prophets who were before them. Anyone who believes in the prophets and follows them, then he is okay. But a person who does not mention any prophet, without mentioning any prophet, then we cannot accept any claim. In short, his followers are responsible to prove that he is from God.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, which dua is written in Hirz al-Jawad?
Hirz al-Jawad is mentioned in the books. We have got many narrations about Hirz al-Jawad. So some long narrations and some short narrations, which is mentioned in the book as Hirz al-Jawad. Hirz al-Jawad is to be recited and also to be written and carried for protection. So recited, yes, and also written and carried is also good, very much useful for protection, inshallah ta'ala.
Thank you very much, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, my husband's nephew is baligh. Now, is it compulsory that I have to wear hijab in front of my husband's nephew?
Yes, of course, your husband's nephew, if you say that he is baligh, then it is compulsory on you to wear hijab in front of your husband's nephew. Definitely.
Thank you.
You must wear
Sayyidina,
hijab in front of your husband's brothers. You don't need to wear hijab in front of your husband's father. Your father-in-law, no compulsory hijab in front of your father-in-law. If your husband had a son from previous marriage or another marriage, your husband's son, no hijab for you from his son. But your husband's nephew, definitely you must wear hijab in front of him.
thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, what is the correct method of doing masa? How many fingers? Is it the whole hand? And does it need to reach the head?
Doing masa in the wudu, not the whole hand, even part of the hand, not the whole hand, no, part of it. And even when you do the masa, you don't do the whole hand, no, just part of it on the beginning of the head, not the front head. No, don't do masa on the front head. You see, in this way, that's it. Don't bring your hand down to your face. Only on the beginning part of your head, not your forehead. That's it.
Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, why is sadaqah haram on Sayyids? What is the philosophy
Why
behind this?
sadaqah is haram on Sayyid? The compulsory wajib, obligatory wajib sadaqah is haram on the Sayyid. Like zakatul fitra, haram on the Sayyid from non-Sayyid. Any zakat, wajib zakat from non-Sayyid, haram for the Sayyid. In the hadith, we read that Allah has kept respect for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his holy progeny, that his grandchildren should not take any sadaqah, any obligatory sadaqah, obligatory zakat from people, because that is not good for their respect and the respect of the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. That's why Allah has kept for them half of the khums, which is called Sahm Sadat, which is the right of the deserving, pious Sadat. Deserving, they should be deserving, not any Sayyid. Millions of Sadat are not poor. They must pay khums. But deserving, needy, pious Sayyids, for them is Sahm Sadat Sadaqah, which is the obligatory Sadaqah, obligatory Zakat, is haram for Sayyid if it is given from non-Sayyid. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, is what you spend on parents or near of kin considered charity or sadaqah?
What you spend on your parents and your family members, will it be considered as a sadaqah
Or charity, yeah.
or charity. In fact, we are responsible to spend on our parents. That is wajib on us. If anyone's parents are not having enough income, he will be obliged. It will be obligatory on him to provide his parents with their full requirements. What you spend on your own family members, that is your duty. Of course, when you spend more, you will get more reward. And spending on your parents, on your relatives, on your family members, more you spend, more reward you get. Of course, up to the limits. Don't waste money. But more you spend, يسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل ما أنفقتم فللوالدين ولذي القربى. People ask the Prophet where to spend their money of charity. He said, to your parents, your relatives, and other expenses for charity. So the best money we spend for good cause is for our parents, and then our relatives, then our family members who are under our sponsorship.
Thank you very much indeed. So the question is, life insurance haram or halal?
Life insurance, according to the fatwa of our leading ulama, is permissible. Life insurance is not haram. According to our leading ulama, life insurance is a contract between you and the insurance company, which we call it hiba mashruta, means conditional gift. You give premium amount with condition that, say for example, health insurance, you give the premium to the company with condition that if you need medical expenses, they will pay for it. Life insurance, you give them premium with condition that if you die, they give your family so much amount of money, which is agreed. So this life insurance is an amount of money given by you to the company with a condition, and that is acceptable in Islam. So in short, the leading ulama say that the life insurance is permissible. Yes.
Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, we have run out of time. If you can finish off with a few wise words, please.
Reminding about every day before Maghrib, 10 times Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. And after Maghrib namaz, don't forget the 2 rak'at in the 10 nights of the Hajj. Alhamd, Qul huwallahu ahad, and وَوَاعَدْنَا مُوسَى 30 لَيْلَةً, which is mentioned in every book of dua. This also is very important. And number 3, keep attention to do more good in these 10 nights of the month of the Hajj, as we have got in the hadith that the greatest 10 nights in the whole year after Laylat al-Qadr are these 10 nights. May Allah grant all of you and your families more blessings, and may Allah keep all of us with the sincere followers of Imam al-Mahdi Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu al-sharif, and keep us with his servants and grant us the happiness of the martyrdom in obedience of our Imam alayhi salam. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farajhum.
Thank you very much indeed. Viewers, thank you for joining us on Question Time on Islam. Do keep our Islamic